Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel, and today is going to be my makeup monthly kind of roundup of all the stuff I tried over the last month and just kind of my thoughts on them. I will be including my reviews of the products that were in my first impressions video that I posted about 2 weeks ago, I think. So make sure you go and check out that video. I'll have it up here in the cards. And yeah, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and we'll get into it. So first I'm going to start off with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection palette. I did get the whole vault. I only have 3 right here. My other one is in my desk over there. Don't feel like going and getting, but I do have all 3 right here. And for the most part, I do really like this. I know this had a lot of like controversy, and a lot of people were saying like it was supposed to be the same formula as her original palette, which I do also have. And some of the colors weren't blending as well, but I do think there is a few little inconsistencies, but overall I do like it. I just think you have to kind of learn to work with these, because for like some of the deeper, darker matte shades, you couldn't go in. I don't think, like, these are super pigmented, but I think with these, less is more with these, I believe. If I went in with like a lot of color, it would not blend right, and it would just kind of go all over the place and wouldn't blend right. But if I like tapped my brush in, tapped off the excess, and went in very carefully and kind of like built it up, I found it looked a lot better that way. The shimmers, most of the shimmers were fine. I didn't have any problem with the shimmers. I definitely, like I said, I think it's just the mattes that have a few inconsistencies. I didn't find that there was any shades that I absolutely couldn't work with or couldn't use. Everything I was mostly able to use. So I don't know. I think if you haven't gotten this palette already, or any of these palettes, I think if there's one of them that you're really wanting and you really like the color story, I say go for it. These are like, what, $15 each, so it's not that bad. But definitely it's not the same formula as the original palette, I will say that, and I'm really disappointed that they said it was, and I don't believe it is. So that's my thoughts on the ColourPop, or not ColourPop, we're getting into ColourPop in a little bit, but the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection. Okay, so the other like collection I have in here, I got the Desi X Katie and Dose of Colors collab they did, and I really like this. The palette is really nice. I will say I don't think it's anything too spectacular, so if you don't think these are your colors, I wouldn't get them. The formula is good. I do like it. The metallics are like so foiled, so I do absolutely love the metallics. But like I said, if you don't think these aren't your colors, I wouldn't recommend getting it because it is a more pricey palette, but I do like it. The highlight, I got Fuego, and I absolutely love this highlight. If you saw like my first impressions of this collection, I'll link that video as well. This highlight, I put it on and I was like, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this highlight. Definitely in my next Shop My Stash rotation, I'm going to be pulling this in, and it's going to be my go-to. And then I got 2 lip products. I meant to get another one, but I accidentally ordered another one of these ones. Stories in that video as well if you want to see that video. But I got their new Velvet formula in a mauve story, and their Over the Top lip gloss. So Over the Top and Fuego, they brought back from their last collection, and everything else was new. A mauve story, I absolutely love this formula. This formula felt like absolutely nothing on the lips. I love the color. I definitely think I want to pick up the other color that's in this formula. I absolutely love this formula. This color is so pretty. And this color, like this formula, it felt like it was nothing on my lips. And I know this isn't their normal liquid lipstick formula, and it didn't dry down. Like, it's not complete transfer proof, but it did kind of dry down a little bit, which I think helped make it a little bit more long wearing. And as I ate, it didn't just like crumble off. It kind of like faded off, and it looked really pretty throughout the day. So I really absolutely love this. The gloss is okay. I don't think the gloss is anything too special. I do think it's pretty, but you do get a little bit of that grittiness because of all the micro glitters in here. But it's not anything too outrageous. I do like it, and I will use it. I just don't think it's like super special and ordinary, but I do like it. So that was my thoughts on the Desi X Katie collection. And then in that first impressions video I did, I had a bunch of ColourPop products. So let's go through all of those. So first off, I had two palettes. I had the Good Sport palette and the Ooh La La palette. The Ooh La La palette is like an all pink palette. I really love this palette. It's super good. For pretty much all of these ColourPop products I'm about to show you, I don't have like super like different opinions than when I send those first impressions, because most of these the formula I had already tried. I've already tried ColourPop's pressed eyeshadow formula and I absolutely love it. So I think these are really good palettes. I really like the color story in both of them. I don't think you can go wrong with them. ColourPop, there's a lot of things I believe that you can't really go wrong with. Their eyeshadow formula, can't go wrong with it. It's affordable, it's really good, blends easily. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, so I like these. And then I also got two new cream gel eye pencils. One is this like hot pink, and the other one is this like really dark plum shade. Once again, I've tried these before. I really like them. Same with the lip liners I got. I've tried their lip liners before. Super creamy. Really like them. So give those an A+. The lip gloss I got, this was from the Disney collection. I like their lip gloss formula. It's not too sticky, not too goopy, but still is like somewhat, it's not like a complete like oil gloss, so it's not gonna come off in a second. Pretty basic, really like that. And now for the products I had never tried before. I never tried their Jelly Much eyeshadow. I got mine in the shade Foxes. I really like this. It was pretty long wearing and it didn't like chip off or anything, and I actually think it was pretty easy to apply. I know that was like kind of the thing, like how is it gonna apply? Is it gonna be patchy, whatever? It applied really nicely. I know some people have said like some other colors in this line are not as like pigmented, like they go on a little bit more patchy, but this shade I absolutely loved, so I might try a few more of those. And then a formula from ColourPop that I had never tried before was their Ultra Blotted Lips. I had never tried these before, and I actually have to say I fell in love with these. I absolutely love these. These are probably one of my new favorite liquid lipstick formulas. I will say like the only I would say the con to this is you do have to, once you learn to work with it, it's amazing. I think the only thing is there is a learning curve to it. With these, you can't sit there and go over and finesse over and over and over. With these, it is a thinner formula. It's not meant to be crazy, like full-on pigment cover your lips. It is supposed to kind of look like your lips are showing through a little bit more. And I think that's fine as long as you don't sit there and finesse and go back and forth, because that's when you get that streaky look. As long as you go on one swipe, get it the way you want, leave it alone. These dry down really fast, so you do have to work fast with them. But once they're set, and as long as you get them good, this formula is amazing. It literally felt like nothing was on my lips. It just felt like almost like powder was on my lips. And it was so comfortable. The way it wore, it didn't like, that's the only thing I think I don't like about their Ultra Satin Lip formula, is that it kind of can like crumble off from the inside and just like peel away. But these just like kind of left like, it was almost like a stain. These are almost like a stained formula, and I absolutely love these. This is like a formula, when I am judging liquid lipsticks, I tend to, the criteria I base them off of, is this something I would want to wear on my wedding day? I don't know why, but I always think about that. What do I want to wear on my wedding day? Because I want to wear something that's gonna last, that I don't have to worry about, that when I'm up under like getting married and they say you can kiss the bride now, I can kiss my newly wedded husband and he's not gonna have lipstick on him, but it's still comfortable for me, and like when I eat and drink and dance and party, it's gonna last. And I really think right now these are at the top of my list, because they lasted and they faded just beautifully. They didn't transfer. They were unbelievably comfortable, and I absolutely love these. So I definitely recommend these. Like I said, this was a new find for me, and I'm super happy with them. I'm really almost never disappointed with ColourPop's products. I know that's kind of cheesy, but I love most of the stuff I try from them. I'm rarely ever disappointed. And then the last thing from that ColourPop section I got their No Filter Translucent Setting Powder. And I actually really like this. I'm not a powder person. I feel like I'm not that good at judging powders, because I don't like to set my entire face. I just set my under eye. I only ever set my entire face if I feel like it really needs it, but that's rare. But I really like this powder. It looks super smooth underneath my eyes and it didn't look too dry. I really like this powder, so I think I'm gonna continue using it. like I said, I don't think I'm like too good at judging powders, so as long as it doesn't make my skin look super dry, it's a win for me. And I don't really get too excited about powders, but that was when I was definitely really intrigued about trying, so super happy with that. Alright, now we're down to the last few like kind of miscellaneous products. Something else I think I tried in that first impressions video was this bronzer by Wet n Wild. This is from the like Dragon collection. I really like this bronzer actually. I think it's really nice. It goes on really smoothly. It is a matte bronzer. I do sometimes prefer a bit more shimmer bronzer, but like a glowier bronzer, but this still blended like beautifully. It didn't go on. It still gave like a nice like warmth to my face, but it didn't go on like red or too orange. So I really like this. This is in the shade You're Dragging Me Down. I think they also have a shade deeper than this, but I really like this. It almost looks like it'll be too deep for me in the pan, but it goes on like not too deep. You can kind of like build it up to where you want it to be. So I really like this bronzer, and for $5, this is really good. I have 2 other bronzers in this. So this was just something I picked up from the dollar store out of curiosity, but it's called Beauty Benefits, and this little bronzing powder. First impression, I like this, and I actually thought, I was like, damn, for $1, like this isn't bad. Like I actually kind of like this, and for $1, I was like, that's not bad. And I still do believe that, but my opinion has changed on this a little bit. So this is it does have some like glowiness to it. It's not, there's no glitter in this, but you can see in the pan it is a bit shimmery, which is fine because like I just said a second ago, I like that. So I didn't think that was a big deal at first, but I definitely found that, I guess, I don't know, like the shimmer in this, I guess it has some kind of like pearl in it, and I find it very similar almost to a highlighter in the sense that the more you work it into the skin, the more the pearls kind of show up. And I found with this, I would go in and kind of blend it in and go in. I like to kind of build up my bronzer, and I found the more that I sat there and worked it in my skin, the more glowy it looked, and then that almost kind of started enhancing my texture. And for me, with a bronzer, I like a glowy bronzer, but I don't want it to enhance my texture. So this started to kind of like enhance my texture and made my skin look not so great. So now I don't really like this. I mean, it was only $1, so I feel like I can't judge it too hard, but I'm kind of like, I think I'm just going to declutter this because I didn't like the way it made my skin look like that. So this is kind of like a pass for me, but it was only $1, so. And then I also have, I got this almost a month ago now, but this is Milk's Baked Bronzing, matte bronzer in the shade Baked Stick. I absolutely love this. I've been really getting into cream products lately. I think I want to do a kind of secrets to cream product video and share like my favorite cream products. Share my favorite cream products and like the application I use for them. And this one was so nice. I could just it was so creamy. It blended out smoothly. I love the color. So I really like that. And then going on that, I also have a little mini of the Milk, what is this called? This is called their Lip and Cheek Stick, and this is in the shade Work. I really like this. I think the only con to this is sometimes with cream products, I do tend to like more like cream to powder ones. And this one definitely, this is a swatch of it right here. This one does not sit down. It does not dry down. It will stay looking very like creamy on your cheeks, which I did kind of like at first. I would be wary of this and the activities you're participating in. I think it was just like a little dinner out, or you're just going somewhere quick. Like, I think this is really beautiful, and it looks beautiful on the skin, but I would just, like I said, think about the activity you're doing. If you're gonna be out dancing and sweating, like, I don't know if this would kind of be right for that occasion. So, but I do really like this. Like I said, it just doesn't, it stays like how it looks right here, how you see that kind of glossy creaminess to it. It stays like that. It does not kind of set down at all. Obviously, yeah, you could set it with the powder, but I don't like doing that. I don't like setting cream products with the powder that much. So just be worried about this, but I do really like it. It looked really healthy on my skin. That's like one of the words I could use. It made my skin look so like youthful and glowy. And then I have 2 other cream blushes. I've been telling you guys, I've been getting so hardcore into cream products. But next I have the Flower Beauty Blush Balm. This is amazing. This blends out so beautifully. This is one product that it does kind of set. So, but I absolutely love this. And this, it doesn't set so quickly that you don't have playtime with it. You have playtime with this. What I'll do is, it has like a little like squirter thing, and I'll kind of squirt some on the back of my hand and go into it and then apply it on my cheeks. So I'll kind of rub it and work it into the back of my hand and then go in with my cheeks. And it looks so beautiful, and I definitely want to get more shades of this. This is in the shade Pinch, and I definitely want more shades of this. The last cream blush I have, I got the NARS. This is their liquid blush in Orgasm. This one, definitely compared to the Flower Beauty one, it's definitely the most finicky to use. This one, you have less work time with this one, and this one is a lot more pigmented. So this one, I'll do the same thing. I'll go in the back of my hand, work it in, and then go in. But this one, like I said, you have less playroom with it. So you do have to kind of work fast and make sure it's blended the way you want, really fast. But I do really like it, and I think it gives a beautiful glow to the cheeks, so I do still really like this. I would just say, like, if you're a beginner to cream product, I would go with the Flower Beauty one over that one. Alright, now we're getting to like the last few things. I have a concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Divine Concealer. I had previously gotten this and tried it, but it was the wrong shade for me, so this time I finally got my correct shade. And I do like this concealer. It does give good coverage. I do like it. The only thing with this, and I know a lot of people said they kind of found it to be like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I can kind of believe that and kind of agree with that in the sense that this and the Tarte Shape Tape, amazing coverage, but when I put it on, I have more drier skin, and I find like I just like a more creamy emollient concealer, and both this and the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is kind of the reason why I'm not a big fan of the Tarte Shape Tape, is that it almost feels drying under my eye a little bit. It's not bad, and if I want a very long wearing concealer and that's going to give me amazing coverage, like I will still reach for the same with the Tarte Shape Tape. I still reach for it, and I still will use it. But it's not my go-to, not my favorite. I definitely like something a bit more creamy and emollient under my eye and comfortable and more, I guess more also flexible. I find like this doesn't move, which like I said can be a good thing for especially people that have oily skin, or if I'm going out on a long day. Like this is still good for that, but on an everyday, I like something a bit more flexible, a little more creamy. So that's just kind of my thoughts on that. But like I said, I think for oily skin, this would be really good. And then also for Makeup Revolution, I have their eyeliner. This is okay. I know a lot of people raved about it, and I mean, it looks good in the swatch, but I don't know. When I put this on, I had a shimmer on my eyelid, and it took me a little bit to I had to go over it a few times to get it to cover that shimmer. So I just find like I can almost, like towards the end of the flick, I can almost see my skin through it a little bit. So I don't know. I just don't think this is the best. It was $9, so I don't know. I definitely like the NYX Epic Ink Liner more, and I think that's only $7. So I would go with that over this. But I mean, it's okay. It gets the job done. I like that it's a I think it's a, I can't tell. I think it's a, oh, it's a felt tip. I don't really like brush tips, but I mean, it's actually a very flexible felt tip, and that's my only thing against felt tips is I find like sometimes they're not as flexible. But this is actually, it's pretty good. I do like the packaging of it. It is kind of comfortable, but it's just the product itself was okay. It wasn't my favorite. A couple more kind of disappointing products. I have the Catrice Dewy Wet Lipstick. I think I was comparing it to the I have a swatch of it right here. I was comparing it to the e.l.f. Targeted Natural Glow Stick in Morning Dew. That has no base pigment to it. Just literally gives like a gloss to your cheek. And I love that. And that's kind of what I was looking for in this. But it does kind of have some like pink shift reflect to it. And this is like really sticky. My hair gets caught in it. The e.l.f. one is a little bit too. But I can deal with that one. This one's just, I don't know. I didn't like this one as much. And then also I have the Flower Beauty. This is their Chubby Eyeshadow Stick. In the shade, what is this shade is this in? Eyes on the Prize. I guess that's the name of the shade. I was looking for this to kind of, I was looking for this to kind of be like the new sticks where like there are eye pencils where you just kind of smudge them on, blend them out, good to go. But this was just kind of like a little bit dry. Like when I was working on my eye, it took a little bit, like I kind of had to tug. So I didn't really like it for that. So it was only a few bucks, so I say pass on that, not worth it. And then in my BoxyCharm, I also got the Laura Geller Baked Blush. I really like this. I've been getting really into baked blushes lately, and I really like this. So definitely like an A+. I really like this. Glad I got it in my BoxyCharm. And then the last thing, if you saw my first impressions, you would have seen this happen, but I have the Wet n Wild. This is their highlighting bar from their like Zodiac collection. I think this is the Earth shade, and I'm not going to open it because I don't know if you can see, but it shattered in the middle of that video. It literally, when I was going to show you guys what it looked like, it literally fell out of the pan and shattered everywhere all over my desk in the middle of that video, which was crazy. So unfortunately that happened. I did really like it. I think I went to Walmart the other day and they had like the rest of these, but they didn't have this shade. So I was like, man. So if I do see it, I will pick it up again. It was only $5. But that kind of sucks, so be wary of that. Don't be flipping it upside down if you do get this. But I did really like it, and it was really good, and it was only $5. So I really like this. Unfortunately, it broke on me, and I don't have it anymore. So, but that was all my products for the month that I've been reviewing. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.